Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the other videos that I've been putting up on YouTube and my Instagram page. This is Stormy. Today we're going to be working on a hip opener, and if you'd like you can use a couple blocks. It might help you. Also blankets might be helpful too for the hip opener class. So we'll get started here. Find a comfortable place on your mat. We'll first start with getting centered. Go ahead and again, just get yourself situated and allow yourself to sit in a comfortable seat. And allow the hands to go wherever they feel comfortable, whether that be on your knees or on your lap. Taking a deep breath in together. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it all go. Inhale, take another deep breath in. And exhale, let go even more. Let the breath rise from the very end of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Inhale the breath and exhale the breath. Inhaling your breath, continue on your own, and exhaling the breath. As we get started with the breath, allow the breath to rise from the end of the tailbone to the crown of the head. So lower rib cage, upper chest. Exhale the breath, chest to the belly. Allowing the breath to rise and fall on its own. Softening the mouth, softening the shoulders. And if there is any external or internal noises or disturbances, allow yourself to drop a little deeper into this breath. And then as you slowly start to release the chin down towards the chest, and then bringing the head back up, let's drop the left ear over to the left. I'll mirror you. You can lower the hands down next to your mat or keep the hands on the lap if that feels better for you. Again, remember that this is your practice and you're going to take the postures to wherever it feels comfortable for you. And then bring the head back up and then extending over to your right. Allow the shoulder to drop. Couple breaths here. And bring the head back up. And from here we're going into Kapatasana, which is butterfly pose. And a little height underneath the tailbone might help with the blanket. Placing the bottoms of the feet together, allow the knees to drop open. So if this is too much, you can always put blocks underneath the knees to give you some support as you start to open up the hips. And I'll show some modified poses during this practice. So we're just going to lift the spine and allow your shoulders to start to relax. So we're moving into more of a passive position here. I'm allowing the hips to open here. And if you like, you can start to come forward towards the feet. My back is nice and flat. And I'm not pushing down on my legs. I'm just allowing my lower back to start to open here. An option is, if you feel like you're getting more space, you can start to drop the knees more. You have more opening in the hip flexors. You can bring the legs out further away from your inner thighs, or you can just remain where you're at. And we're just going to be here for a few more breaths. Now, if you want to start to round the back, if it's available to you, you can come into a round back. And we'll be here for a few breaths, so we're going to hang out here. I'm just taking a couple of inhalations and exhalations here. Maybe bring the palms up, more of a passive position for the palms. Bring the hands down onto the earth. Walk the hands inwards towards your thighs. We're going to close the butterfly wings by bringing the hands to the outside of the knees and closing up the wings, extending the legs long towards the front of your mat. And as we just kind of shake the legs, give them a little shake, letting the muscles start to release here. And then from here, go ahead and come to the center of your mat as we roll down onto our mat. And rolling down onto the mat, you want to let the back of the skull rest. Bringing the hands out to the sides like a T. Bring the right foot, right ankle onto the inside or on the left knee, allowing the right hip to open here. We're going to be just soft here just for a few breaths. And let your back rest. We're just going to be here again just for a few breaths. I'm flexing my right foot towards my right knee. If it's available to you, you can actually bring the left leg up off the earth and allow the left knee to come inwards towards the chest. You can grab the back of the left thigh. And we're just going to be here again, just being soft in this pose. Again, hip flexors being open here. Now, for some of you, you may have the ability to bring it in deeper, or you can extend the left leg up towards the sky. And we're just going to be here again for a few more breaths. Bring the left foot down towards the earth as you bring the right foot down onto the earth. Walk the right foot off of the mat over to the right. So I'm walking the right foot over to the right, dropping my right knee inwards towards the center of my mat. So it's an internal rotation of the right hip. And I'm just going to relax here just for a few breaths. Now it feels a little awkward here in this pose. And we'll just be here for a couple more breaths. Now for some of you, you may be able to rest the left knee down and bring the left foot onto that right knee. It's going to give a little bit more of a internal rotation on that left, on the right hip. Or again, you can remain where you were at before. So you're going to take it to your edge for each pose. And when I talk about your edge, it's going to be that nice kind of pressure, but not pain. Again, dropping into the space and breathing into the pose. Releasing the left foot if you already have the left foot on the right knee, and then walk the right foot back onto the mat. As you walk both feet together, we're going to do the other side. So bringing the left foot onto the right knee. And we're just going to be here for a few breaths as we allow the left hip to open. We'll just be here for a few breaths, relaxing into this pose. You could start to move into that pose a little deeper by bringing the right knee into the chest, wrapping the hands behind the right thigh. And we'll just be here for a few breaths. Make sure the shoulders are down on the earth. You can raise the right leg up towards the sky. Again, you're going to notice that maybe one side might be a little tighter than the other. And relaxing the neck, relaxing the shoulders. We'll just be here for the next couple breaths here. And take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Lower the right foot. Bring the left foot down on the mat and walk that left foot over to the left. Again, dropping that left knee inwards towards the center of your mat. And we'll just allow that left inward rotation of the hip here. And try to relax the shoulders and the neck if you notice that you're clenching a little. Now, again, if it's available to you, you can drop the right foot onto that left knee. And you want to honor the knees. And so if you're feeling any pain, you're going to want to come out of that pose slightly. And we'll just be here for the next few breaths. You don't have to have the right foot on the left knee. Again, breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly, as you start to bring the left knee up towards the sky, walk the left foot back inwards towards the mat. Bring the right and left foot inwards towards your glutes, towards your buttocks. Relax your shoulders. Take the gaze forward. Palms are going to come down. We're just going to go into a small, short bridge. So as you start to press down with the feet, make sure that you're engaging the glutes here. So it's the abdomen that's raising. So it's more in the seat and less in the feet here as you rise. And the thighs are coming towards the knees. And we're just going to relax here just with this short bridge pose here. And soften the neck, soften the shoulders. And slowly start to lower down one vertebrae at a time. As you lower down, allow the hips to release down onto the earth. Bring both knees into your chest. Go ahead and give yourself a really nice squeeze here. Fingers are going to be about 2 inches below the kneecap. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And from here, we're just going to roll over to your right. As you roll over to the right, lay in a fetal position. Bring the hands down onto the earth. This is a safe way to come up off of the mat. Pushing down with the fingertips down onto the mat and rise up. As we rise up into our tabletop. Coming into tabletop. The knees are going to go directly below the hips. The hands are going to open up nice and big and wide. Hasta Bandha with the index fingers forward. And we're just going to go into a little cat-cow here. So open it up into cow. The gaze is soft forward. Tailbone up. And then rotate the pelvis. Bring it up and in as the gaze goes back. And drop the belly. Take the gaze forward. Little happy cow. Scary cat. Go ahead and do this on your own. And back down. Coming back into tabletop. Bringing the left leg or left knee towards the left wrist. And starting to walk the left foot over towards the right side of the mat. Now from here, you may not be able to come all the way down onto the mat. So this is where the blanket might come into play, or a beach towel. So bring the hands down into tabletop. Left knee towards the left wrist, walking the left foot maybe lateral or over to the left side. You can place a blanket right under that left hip, and that'll give you some balance there. That'll give you some support. We're in high pigeon here. I walk my left leg or my right leg back. From high pigeon, we're going to go down into a little more passive pigeon here, going down to low pigeon. You can use your blocks. And as you use your block, that'll bring the earth up to you. We're going to just slowly start to build this pose in pigeon. Make sure the hips are lateral to each other. We're just going to start to relax into this pose. As you inhale and exhale, letting go of any holding, any tension in or around any of your muscles. If it's available to you, you can start to lower a little lower onto the earth. Now again, you're going to take it to your edge and work with the position as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Just finding space with each exhalating breath. We're going to be here for a few breaths, so really try to relax into the pose. So you start to drop in even deeper into the position. And with each inhalation, send the breath. And then with each exhalating breath, release and let go even more. And let's do a few more breaths here in this pose. And as we start to come out of our posture of pigeon, I want you to slowly start to become aware of the arms and the fingers. We're going to slowly start to rise out of this pose. So bringing the palms either down onto the earth, forearms down if you are on your block. We're just going to slowly start to rise off the block back into high pigeon. And we'll just rebound here as you allow the smaller tissue, the fascia, to start to rebound from this stretch. If you have a blanket or a towel that's underneath that left hip, you're going to remove it and slowly start to release into that left hip. Bring the right leg forward. Bring the left knee inwards towards your belly. Take a few breaths here. Relax your shoulders. Bring the right or left knee or left foot over the right knee. And we're going to go into a little twist here, so the right foot's flexed. The left hand's going to come back, but I want the twist to start in the belly, and the tailbone's going to move with the twist here. So I don't want you to, I want you to release the tailbone from the earth. So we're not going to plant the tailbone down. We want some movement in the lower spine in the twist. Now you can hug the left knee like I am, or if you have more room, you can start to bring the right wrist onto that left knee. So again, you're going to find your edge and what works for you today. And we'll just be here for a few breaths. Inhale, rising up with the spine, and then taking the gaze forward. Bring the left foot next to the right. It might feel a little longer for you. I always seem to feel like this longer sensation in the leg when I do like any kind of yen postures in my poses. We're going to go back into that tabletop. So going back into tabletop, you'll find Hasta Bandha. I'm moving the blanket to my right side this time. Back into tabletop, bringing the right knee towards the right wrist and walking that right foot over to the left. And again, for me, I don't have the ability to bring it lateral. And when I was studying yin, you're going to walk this left leg back. It was really interesting. We studied the skeleton, a couple of different skeletons, and the bone for each of us is different. So some of us have the ability to do different postures because of our bone structure. And a lot of times we get stuck with the thought that maybe we're not flexible enough. It could be that we just don't have the ability anymore because we're on bone on the posture. So, you know, that's a thought, right? So as you relax your shoulders, maybe you put a blanket underneath that hip just to give you a little bit more support. Make sure the hips are forward. And we're going to slide our left foot back, relaxing into the pigeon, high pigeon here. You can bring a block to start to build your pose. So for some people it may be a high pigeon. Know that your blocks have different heights, so you can stack them. Just start to relax into a lower pigeon when you're ready. So I'm just showing you some examples there of how you can create your posture. Close the eyes and start to drop into your own breath as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, allowing a little more space, a little more time for the muscles to relax. And again, just continue to breathe on your own with your own pace. Knowing that with each breath in, you're sending that new oxygen to the muscles. With each exhalating breath, you're letting go of any holding, any tension. Not trying to make anything happen, just try to breathe. Try to let go, be more in the feeling and being in the practice here. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. As you slowly start to come back to the physical body, starting to bring awareness to the arms and fingers, starting to rise slowly. We'll take our time. So slowly start to bring your body, your torso up to high pigeon. Moving that right hip to drop down towards the earth. You can move the blanket. If you have a blanket there, move the left leg forward in front of you, bringing the right knee and thigh inwards towards your chest. bring the right foot over the left knee. Again, the twist is starting in the belly, so you're going to start in the belly, twisting to the right. The right arm is just a kickstand. It's not pulling or tugging. And we're going to go ahead and start to twist over to the right. Take your time. The left hand can just hug the right knee. The left foot is flexed. If you want, you can give yourself a little more of a twist. The left wrist or elbow onto the right knee. And as you slowly start to unwind, you're going to bring the spine tall as you come in to a view of the front of your mat. Bring the right foot, right leg next to the left. Hopefully you're feeling a little balanced here. One leg's not longer than the other. Move the ankles. Give your body a little shake here. Allow your body to just kind of rebound here. And then we're just going to go ahead and if you have a blanket or a towel, you can place it on the top of your mat. If you don't, it's okay, you don't need one. You can go ahead and bring yourself to the center of your mat and go ahead and roll back down onto your mat as we prepare to just settle into our last final pose of Savasana. If there is any other pose that you'd like to take before we take Savasana, like maybe rocking the feet from left to right, that's an option, or happy baby, legs up towards the sky, where you just grab your knees, circle them around. Do whatever posture that you need before we go into our Savasana here. And once you've taken that last final pose that you've chosen for yourself, go ahead and extend both legs long onto the earth. Relaxing the back of the skull, bringing the palms up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release the breath. Inhale your breath. Take another deep breath in. And exhale even more. Inhaling your breath. And exhaling your breath. Continue to lay on the floor. As you slowly start to become aware of the physical body laying in the floor, the temperature of the room, the air, rising and falling of your breath. Starting to move the fingers over the fingertips. Wiggling your toes. Take your time. Moving the body slowly as if awakening from a restful sleep. Extending the arms up overhead like that morning stretch as you bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rolling over either to the left or the right in a fetal position and just rest. Knowing that you are this peaceful soul. And as you bring the hands down on the earth, starting to raise yourself up into your seat of honor. Try to maintain this inner stillness. Bring the hands together and rubbing the hands together. Feeling the heat and energy that you just created in this yoga practice. Placing the hands wherever they're drawn and give yourself thanks and praise. You could have chosen to have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and for that I'm truly honored. Thank you for allowing me to share this yoga practice with you today. Om Shanti Shanti. May you have peaceful thoughts and peaceful words, and always peace and love in your heart. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone.